Welcome to Book Aid for Africa's Inclusivity Project video. In this video, we'll be explaining to you who we are and what we mean by KALASAVI. We'll be explaining to you the outcomes of this initiative and how you can support us, and also how you can get in touch with us. Book Aid for Africa is a charity that was formed about 10 years ago this year to provide educational resources to poor people in Africa. As you can see in this video, we have shipped thousands of books to different countries in Africa. The countries include Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Mozambique, Kenya, Ghana, and we have so many other shipments lined up to different countries in Africa. These books have been used to make a difference in these communities where there have been insufficiency of the supply of good quality books. So, KALASAVI, Know Africa, Love Africa, Schools and Communities Shared Value Initiative. What is KALASAVI? Why KALASAVI? KALASAVI is our opportunity of giving something back to the community that have supported us over the years. We've received donations of books, of money from all across the country. How do we give something back to the community? That is why it is a shared value initiative. By introducing KALASAVI, we are trying to give something back about Africa, helping the community to understand Africa. So the whole idea is to promote inclusivity using African footballers as an example or as an avenue for introducing the initiative. So someone would ask, why footballers? Well, as you can see from the map there, African footballers are playing an increasing role in the Premiership club, the championships, the League One, League Two, and even in the national leagues. You find African footballers in these leagues, and the numbers seem to have increased over the years. Football is a game that we can refer to as a game for all the family. It's become the world's most prominent sport and plays an important role in society and culture. In the last couple of decades, football has become an essential part of the economy and culture of Britain and has influenced all aspects of life. So we believe that using African footballers to explain African culture will enable the younger generation, even the older ones, to relate better with the African culture, because these footballers are part of their everyday life now. And if, for example, I'm trying to discuss Ghana and I use a player like Christian Eto that everybody knows, people can relate better with the country from which it comes. They have a point of reference to say, this guy, oh, he's from Ghana. I know something about Ghana, and and so on. So this is why we feel that using footballers as our avenue for introducing Know Africa, Love Africa Shared Value Initiative will enable the community to engage better and understand what we're trying to achieve better. You'll find here that African football players in the leagues have increased over the years. In the in the Premiership, for example, we found that they have 34% of the players there are Africans. In the Championship League, you have about 30%. League One, about 17%, and so on. So the numbers of African footballers have increased. And this is why we feel that it's important that we have an understanding of the background of these players. Because at the end of the day, many Africans in this country, not just Africans, other ethnic minority groups in the UK, irrespective of their gender or profession, have experienced some form of racial discrimination. And so, even as Britain prides itself as a multicultural society and the debate rages on, we find it becomes inevitable that UK citizens should be willing to learn about the cultures, customs, traditions, values and beliefs of other ethnic groups in order to have a more cohesive and inclusive society. This is what we're trying to do with the Know Africa, Love Africa Schools and Communities Shared Value Initiative. So through this initiative, we will be introducing African customs, traditions through interactive workshops. The workshops are going to be very engaging, very lively, so that both the students, staff, community can actively engage in these workshops. There will be informative presentations, and we'll be showcasing and discussing different African football players in all the leagues using their countries from which they come from to help the community engage better. So what do we expect to get from this initiative? What are the likely outcomes? First of all, schools and communities will have a better understanding of racial issues faced by different cultures. And hopefully this initiative will help to improve community cohesion through a deeper awareness and appreciation of other cultures. And we hope that it will increase awareness and understanding of African customs and traditions and help to promote inclusivity using the African football players as our avenue. So, what happens next? We need your support. KALASAVI is being launched, and we need the Aviva Community Fund to help us to get it on the way. Through your votes, we'll be able to get this initiative, very important initiative, off the ground, because we need the funds to engage volunteers effectively. There are at least 920 different types of schools across the 12 local authorities in England, in the northeast of England. And so it's a lot of schools to cover, and many of them have shown interest in this project, because a lot of people, you'll be surprised, a lot of people don't know much about Africa at all. And this initiative is very important in helping people to engage more with Africans, especially in a sport that everyone enjoys, like football. So the funds are very essential. They will help us to get the necessary materials that we need to carry out, to do the presentations and workshops and demonstrations. It will help us to pay for the expenses of our volunteers who will be traveling to different schools across the country, especially starting with the northeast of England. And with a project like this, has the potential to filter across the whole of England, because footballers are not just restricted to the northeast of England. We have African footballers in all the other leagues that are outside the region. So this initiative is a very important one that we see it has the enormous potential to help people across the entire country to begin to understand people from African culture and hopefully other cultures as well, like the Asian culture as well. So initiatives like this should be encouraged. So we need you to support. We need volunteers. If you would like to volunteer for to work with us in this initiative, maybe you come from any of these African countries, we would love to hear from you. Please get in touch with us. We need people to donate to our charity. As I said, this year marks 10 years that we have been sending books to Africa. We've sent over 250,000 books that have made a difference. So without funds, we really cannot carry out our work. There are so many ways you can contribute to our work. You can text us, texting BAFA 22 to 770 on your mobile phone and the amount you would like to donate. You can donate through our Just Giving page on our website, www.bookaidforafrica.com, or you can make a one-off payment if you wanted to. Our bank details are up there for you to see. You can donate by set up a direct debit to support our work from wherever part of the world you're in. You can make donations from any country at all. And so why not get in touch with us to discuss KALASAVI further? If you would like us to come to your school or your organization or a local community action group, we'll be more than happy to come there and do a presentation or workshop and demonstration on any country in Africa at all that you'll, well, of course we can do multiple countries, but please get in touch with us by phone or by email. We'd love to hear from you. Please get all your friends to vote for us and help us to get these funds that we need so much to enable us take off with this initiative. Thank you very much.